Hey guys, Cam here from Pocket-lint, and if like me you've been looking for that perfect keyboard for your Mac, but somehow still haven't managed to find what you're looking for, trust me when I say I may just have found the holy grail. It's wireless, it's slim and it's compact, it has Mac keys and it's mechanical. It hits all the right notes, so as soon as I heard about it I had to get one in to try for myself. It's called the Keychron K1. So as far as design goes, the case is predominantly made from aluminium, finished in space grey, but with a plastic panel on either end. And if you look between the keys, you'll notice some small screws holding the keyboard together. Now perhaps the one downside is that these screws are silver, so they stand out quite a lot. It would have been nice to see the manufacturer camouflage them a bit better by having them in either black or a similar dark grey to the casing. Now the keycaps on top are slim and square, very similar in size and design to the old MacBook keys, but underneath there are these blue mechanical switches. They're a lot slimmer than traditional switches, almost half as slim in fact, but offer a similar feel and sound to the lighter, less stiff old school mechanical options. Now it's available as a Windows or a Mac keyboard, which means for the Apple users you get the Option and Command keys. And along the top row you get the default Mac function buttons for accessing the desktop switching view, adjusting your screen brightness or going into the launchpad for your apps. Plus there are 3 other dedicated buttons in the right corner. There's a Siri key for calling up Siri, a voice dictation key and best of all, a screenshot button, so no more pressing Command Shift and 4 to launch the selective screenshot mode. Now because of those really slim keycaps and the subtle slanting design, it's actually really nice to type on. Because you get that combination of really ergonomic design that doesn't put too much strain on your hands or your wrists, while also getting some decent key travel and a lovely subtle click. This tactile feedback from the mechanical keyboard is really quite pleasurable. Now honestly I think I'm in love, and the fact that it's very affordable compared to some other mechanical keyboards, or even big name non-mechanical options like Apple's wireless keyboard or the high-end Logitech options makes it even better. Now it's not even just a simple type and go keyboard, it's got some decent functionality too. There are switches on the back so you can switch between Windows and Mac modes if you need to. What's more, there's a switch for selecting Bluetooth or wired modes, or just switching it off. To use it wired or to charge it, just plug the cable into the Type-C port in the back, and if you want to pair it to other devices you can, because you can pair to 3 different devices and switch between them by pressing a dedicated function key and either 1, 2 or 3. You also get a bunch of different RGB lighting patterns if you go for the RGB keyboard. In fact there are 18 different patterns and 4 different brightnesses, all of which you can scroll through by pressing the light button on the bottom row. It's very cool. Battery life wise, Keychron claims up to 10 hours of typing from a full battery on the RGB model, and that's the one we have here, and you can get up to 15 hours from the non-RGB model. So far we've been using it for around 4 days and it's not even showing any signs of needing to be charged. In that regard you won't struggle, you should happily get to a weekend before needing to plug it in, if not longer. Now one reason for this battery performance is that it goes into standby mode when you haven't used it for a little while, saving the battery from being used, which means it disconnects from the Mac. And this is probably one of its only real annoyances. You need to press a button and wait a couple of seconds before it wakes up and reconnects again. So the short version of this is I don't want to type anything else now that I've used this. It's a joy to type on, it's compact, it takes no extra space up on my desk, and it sounds great, and it has fancy colourful patterns. Now it's available to pre-order now with 3 pricing tiers at $74, $84 or $94 US, with the most expensive being the version with a number pad and RGB lighting. This particular one I'm using is $84. I've been Cam, I'm at Cam Bunton. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.